Hello and welcome to Upshift, where we take things to the next speed. I am Cole Kimmel. I'm a photographer and cinematographer, and this is our first video. Yay! Viewer discretion is advised going forward. And I go to a lot of car shows in Colorado and in California. So last weekend I'm here in California, and I went to the South OC Carson Coffee Show, which is up in the outlets in San Clemente. And I was going there, and there's awesome cars. There's MC20s, there is plenty of Ferraris, lots of SVs, SVJs, Lamborghinis, lots of Ducatis. It was a really cool show. There's lots of Mustangs and older cars. There's a couple GTRs. It was a good show, and I could notice that the crowd was pretty good. I mean, there's a lot of people who were talking to me. I made a couple of friends, and it was lots of fun. But there was a few people who just didn't seem right in the show, and who I was kind of concerned about, but wasn't too worried about. Anyways, normally, or sometimes, celebrities show up at these shows, either if they're driving or if they're taking photos of the cars. Like, for example, Daniel Mack, if you watch his Snapchat, you see he does lots of videos and asks people what they do for a living, which is his thing, and he does that quite a few times at the outlets. So I thought I'll go down there where he might be. He wasn't at the show this time, but I didn't know that. So I go down there, and I have my camera switched to photo, and I am using my Canon, I'm using this, which is my little Canon camera. Yeah. Anyways, so I'm over there taking photos of cars, and this white Lamborghini Huracan kind of rolls up, and he starts revving his car really loud. The rules at the car show is no exhibition of speed. So that includes speeding, revving your car, burnouts, anything that's going to cause a rouse. Because at the South OC Carson Coffee Show, they're doing it right next to stores. And the stores don't want they don't want to lose customers because of how loud the cars are or the number of cars. So they set these rules in so they're able to do it every weekend, but still be able to have business with the other stores, which is great. Anyways, sometimes people break this rule. In this case, the Lamborghini did. So the white Lamborghini the driver was revving the engine pretty loud, and it was quite noticeable. People started recording. I switched my camera to recording mode, hoping that he would do it again. Obviously, in this case, it's not a good thing, but you'll see how it plays out. Anyways, alright, this guy named Kyle, who is either a volunteer or he's like an owner or a founder of the Carson Coffee Show, he helps run the show. He walks up to him and goes, "Hey, please don't rev your car. We want to keep this going. We'd appreciate it if you don't rev your car." And he handled it perfectly, such in a gentleman way. And the driver's like, "Oh yeah, my bad. I won't do it again. Sorry, I forgot that was a rule." Anyways, then Mr. Mohawk guy comes in, sticks his head into the car, and starts yelling bloody murder. "We don't need effing ears. We could be effing deaf. It's fine. Keep on revving your car." And he's saying all this stuff. And I'm like, ooh, I don't want to really be part of that. So I start walking away. And then
hey, we didn't need those ears anyway. No way. We don't need those fucking ears. It's not okay. We don't need our fucking hearing, fuckhole. I'm gonna get shut down,
I switched my camera back to photo mode because I see a couple of McLarens and Ferraris down over there, and I want to take photos of them leaving out. Anyways, I hear commotion behind me, so I turn around and I start walking towards this big crowd, and it looked like a mosh pit. It wasn't. But there was a big crowd, and I noticed that the driver's side door of the Lamborghini was open. At this point, I switch my camera over to record, and I start running over there because I'm like, I gotta get this on video and post on YouTube. So I run over, and they're kind of brawling. The Mohawk guy is like trying to fight people. His face is all bloody now. And he's just trying to cause a fight. Anyways, people are going around yelling at each other, causing all this commotion. And then the Mohawk guy is like saying F you and like trying to cause this fight. A guy's recording, someone knocked their phone out of their hands, and then the Mohawk guy runs to the Lamborghini and just starts smashing his hands into the hood of the car.
Shut up, fucking throw it, man. No, don't fucking knock me down. Don't touch me.
This is going on YouTube.
Yeah. Why would I want to watch it? It's not like.
Where are the cops? Usually they have cops here. Fuck you!
Hey! Oh my god!
Hey!
At this point, I'm losing it. I'm like, no, no, no. And I'm like losing it. I am like having the worst nightmare ever right now. This guy is literally putting dents inside this car. I'm like, oh my god. And so I'm like looking around like, am I dreaming? I'm like, I can't be dreaming. And so they get a hold of him like, hey, effing stop. And like, they're just cursing nonstop. And this guy is like trying to fight people, and he's trying to like, don't touch me. And then the Mohawk guy's friend, or from what I understand, it's his son, runs up and kicks the door of the Lamborghini.
He just dented it and jumped.
And I'm like, oh my god. And you can hear it happen, but you don't really see it on camera. But you can hear it happen. And I'm like, this is just nuts. It's just nuts. Anyways, so they're fighting, and I'm like, this is not good. And this guy, I think his name is Michael. He has a white t-shirt on. He has a beard. I might got his name wrong. Forgive me. But he's recording it, and he's kind of trying to split people up. And then Mohawk goes over to him and just throws him on the ground.
Dude, I just got right up. Oh, dude, I know.
Fuck you! Take a breath. Hey, this dude right fucking there. Hey, he dented it too.
And just starts walking away like nothing happens. He gets up, pushes him back. All crap goes out. And then things start to settle down. And then I'm like, oh my gosh. And this guy next to me goes, wait, did you get that on video? I'm like, I got that on video, man.
Stop! Hey, they're jumping him.
Oh, shit.
Stop!
Oh!
Dude, it's going on YouTube. I think the way they handled it was terribly. He didn't need to like go into his Lamborghini and start screaming bloody murder at him. Yeah. That's really why he got jumped or beat up. The way he handled that was stupid. And now he's the one with bleeding. And now he just punched a Lamborghini. He's probably gonna get sued, or the cops are gonna go talk to him and he's good.
It's probably the end of the show.
Dude, it's bad. Dude, I got that on video.
I just made 5 new friends in California, which was awesome. But then the cops show up. And so then they started, and I'm like, whoa, I got some really good footage of this fight, so I need to go talk to them. And they're all telling me I should go talk to them. So the cops show up. They're all talking, and I walk up to him and I'm like, hey, sir, I have video. And he's like, oh.
With him, I got out first because I was like, what the fuck?
I'm like, He's like, right in front of my car. I'm like, and at first I thought he said, put my hands on the car. I'm like, I don't think, I didn't, and so I just kind of stand in the front of the car because I didn't really understand what he said. All I knew is that I had to do something at the front of the car. So I kind of stood over there and waited. Obviously, at this point, I realized I didn't have to put my hands on the car, because he would have kept on yelling at me. Anyways, so we're talking, or they're talking, they're getting a statement, and then he comes to me, and I show him the video. And then he's like, and he turns on his like body cam on and starts recording, and they're all watching the video, and then they're like, all right, and then two cop cars just drifting through the road at max, flying through the street. They get to the scene, and then they hop out, and there's like, at this point, there's like 4 to 6 cops now at the show, and people are trying to leave, and there's this blockade. Anyways, we just start talking, and then they get my name, they get my address, and I show them video several times, and I'm talking to these different cops, asking how their days are, and I hope you guys enjoy this video.
This is going on YouTube.
Why would I want to watch it? It's not like.
Where are the cops? Usually they have cops here. Fuck you!
Hey! Oh my God!
He just dented it and jumped off you all. You're fucking piece of
Dude, I just got right up. Oh, dude, I know.
Fuck you! Let's take a breath. Hey, this dude right fucking there. Hey, he dented it too. Fucking attack me! Hey, what the fuck's wrong with you? Hey, man, you guys need a... Stop! Hey, they're jumping him.
Oh, shit.
Stop!
Oh! Dude, it's going on YouTube. I think the way they handled it was terribly. He didn't need to like go into his Lamborghini and start screaming bloody murder at him. That's really why he got jumped or beat up. The way he handled that was stupid. And now he's the one with bleeding. And now he just punched a Lamborghini. He's probably gonna get sued, or the cops are gonna go talk to him and he's good.
It's probably the end of the show.
Dude, it's bad. Dude, I got that on video.